I don't think I did an audio check for you. Here, say something.
Oh, yeah, we're good, though.
Yeah,
we've been talking and stuff.
Yeah, you're good. Well, no, I mean an OBS, so they can
Oh,
hear
I
you.
see. Yeah.
I can hear you, but they might not be able to hear you. All right, let me fix a couple little things here. Open up my dashboard. Welcome, everybody, to today's episode of TikTok. Yeah, woo! Woo! 6'7". Just kidding. Oh, my gosh. Hey, if anybody wants to rage bait teenagers, just say 6'7". I have no idea what it means. I hope I'm not saying something horribly racist or something.
Nah, I don't think it's like that.
But if you just say 6'7", it just makes teenagers go crazy. They're like, oh, my God, it's brain rot. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop doing that. Oh, my God. Why would you do such a thing? It's pretty funny, actually. My son gets pretty worked up over it, so I've been hitting him with the old 6'7s since I watched South Park the other night. By the way, latest South Park is a banger. What is that, Blue Varro? They nailed it, dude. They nailed it so good. I'm really loving the Satan arc too that they have going on right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they do. They take it to like a whole new level. If you thought the previous episodes were poking fun, it literally gets like 10 times worse now. I am actually kind of shocked that they can say the things that they say. Like they are really pushing some limits, man. And I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, let me do an inspect element on my dashboard so I can delete that stupid pain thing.
Man, I gotta fucking.
I need to create a plugin just to do this. So, like, if you've ever been in the dashboard, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. If you've ever been in the dashboard on YouTube, there's like a pane for the chat over to the side that pushes everything over. Well, if you take the chat and you pop it out, it still takes up the space, but it's just an empty window that says nothing here. We popped out with a button that says restore chat. So I still can't like compress the window down because there's this big dead ass window there. So what I do is I just go into inspect element. And I just add to the styles, right? I just go into the div and alter the styles, which I'm going to do right now to hide it. And I think, I forgot, is it visibility false or something like that? Let me try it here. Let's do, so let's see, chat, that visibility equals false. Let me try that. Okay, did that work? No, that did not work. Damn it. I forgot what I did. What did I do? Okay, here. What element do I need to change on a div to hide it from view? It's something
zero, just zero or false.
It's visibility hidden.
Oh, okay.
It's visibility hidden under the style tag. There we go. All right. So I got to go over to my window here. Where to go? Okay, and then click on that. Do style. Come on. Style equals visibility hidden. Boom. It's gone. Yes, that worked. Okay, cool. Nice. And now I've got all that space reclaimed. Oh, that's such a beautiful thing. I love it. I love it. Hey, what's up, Gamers Unite? How's it going? Some thoughts on the new YouTube UI? Honestly, haven't played with it much. I use an app on my TV for 99% of my viewing. I'll be honest, it's very rare for me to actually go to the YouTube webpage and watch content. Almost all the YouTube I watch is on an app, on a television. Seriously. I'm looking at it. I mean, it doesn't look all that different, honestly. If you're talking about just like going to the main page, I do hate that they put shorts everywhere. Like, I wish there was a way without having to use a plugin where I could just say, don't even show me shorts. I'm not even interested. I just want to see videos. Because I go to YouTube to watch videos. I don't go to YouTube to watch TikTok. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and it sucks because you'll be scrolling through and you'll get like, maybe like 20 videos that you see, and then it's like a row of shorts, and then a bunch of videos and a row of shorts. It's like, gosh, dang it.
Right.
That's not what I want. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It still seems pretty snappy and responsive. I'll tell you what, the worst UI, honestly, is Facebook. I don't know how the hell Facebook stays in business. I keep trying to go over to Facebook. I keep trying to get off of the X crack and just go over. I don't have as many people follow me on Facebook, but I try to go over to Facebook. I try to use it. It is the slowest UI I've ever seen in my life. Like, I feel like I'm on a 2400 baud modem half the time.
It tends to wig out too. Like, I'll be on Marketplace and, I try and do a distance or whatever.
Yep.
And a lot of times, by the third row, I'm seeing stuff like that's in like North Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
It's stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it drives me absolutely nutty. Absolutely nutty. Let me see here. Let me adjust my filters. Is it working? Nope. It says updated last 7 days ago. I got to do the thing where I make my bot leave and come back. Gosh, I don't know how Stream Elements is still even in business. I'm trying to figure out how the hell they even make money. Like, how does it? It's a free service. They don't take portions of the tips, I don't think. So, like, how are they making their money? I'm somehow the customer.
Probably the other stuff. They've got a
Yeah.
bunch of other stuff. Like you can make your own little merch store, and there's like bounties and stuff you can do. So there's people paying them to then like collect people to play their weird gacha games and that kind of stuff.
That's fair. You're probably right. Yeah, because I just opened up like ground control and I'm looking at the feed, and the last update's from 7 days ago. So it's doing its shenanigans again where it doesn't update the feed.
No.
But I can go under viewer activity, which again, you can't pop out, right? You can pop out every other window in here, but you can't pop this one out.
That's weird.
And so now I've got let's see here. Can I drag this over here and put it over here? Yeah, I'll just put it over here until it starts updating. Here, inspect element. Come on, where you at there? Okay, style. I'm so confused. Why can I not see this whole thing? By the way, Fancy Zones kicks ass. If you guys don't use Power Toys, you need to use Power Toys. Dude, it's so good. So good. Okay, why is this now acting up, dude? Gosh dang it. I did this perfectly last week. I hid the right thing and it went away, and now it's doing stupid shit. Here, go down a little bit. Come on. If you don't know what inspect element is, you can right click on anything on a website in most Chrome-based browsers. I mean, I'm sure you can do it in Firefox and stuff too. I don't know if it's the same, but you just right click on any element on the page. Right click, go to inspect element. It takes you to the back HTML, like the rendered HTML, not the pre-rendered bullshit that you can't do nothing. Did we get some action?
Yeah, man, we got 5 from Car Wash Channel. What's up, man? Good job. What the heck is it going? Started my new job. I love it. Hope you're doing well. Miss you, buddy. Right on. Don Kellogg says, with the $9.99 says, good afternoon, Ox. How goes the settling in? I'm about as settled as I can be. There's now it's more like getting rid of stuff. You know what I mean? I gathered up a lot of junk from living in a bigger house and stuff that I didn't really need, just pack ratty stuff. And so I need to probably like maybe Sunday, because I'm visiting my stepdad after the show. I'm gonna go down.
You're gonna go visit your stepdad?
Yeah. He awesome. He needs a hand with some computer stuff and whatnot, and I hadn't seen him for a while, so
yeah. I just got some good news. I got some good news about my old man too the other day. So me and my dad, we don't talk very much. Like we exchange pleasantries like once or twice a year. Yeah. And so I thought he was still in SoCal living by himself in a little rundown apartment thing or whatever that he had 2 roommates with. It was a bad situation. And I was like, oh man, and his health's not really good and he's in rough shape. So I get a message from his sister, my aunt, that I haven't heard from in like 10 years. And she messaged me and she said, oh, hi, on Facebook, I hope you guys are doing well. I don't know if you know or not, because your dad, doesn't, really talk a whole lot to you guys, but he's living with us now in Utah. So now it's my dad, his 2 sisters, and his mom are all living together in a house in Utah, close to his brother, who's like, a Mormon missionary dude who owns a landscaping business. But he has a support system. It's like he's in an area where he actually has like people around him to help him out and take care of him and keep him in good spirits. So I was like, you know what? That made me happy. I was like, I can't believe that he didn't tell me though. It's like he literally moved from one state to another state and didn't even text me to say he moved. Like for all I knew, he was still in Hemet. Oh my gosh! But I'm glad that he's settled in now. So I was like, so I'm gonna give him a call here in a couple of days too, and chat it up with him a bit. Here, I want to thank some of the, oh my God, you guys, you've been so generous already. The Car Wash, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Woo! He said, hey, stranger, I hope you're well. Started my new job and love it. Hope you've been well. Miss you, buddy. Aw, thank you, man. I've been having a really rough go. I'm going to save you guys the crap, but it hasn't been fun. But I will say that I'm feeling a little bit better today, but I'm still pretty haggard. A lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of pain. It's all kind of coming to a head. And now I'm getting ready to have to deal with other shit that I don't want to talk about. That's going to take a lot of my time and possibly all of the money I have left, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Don T. Kellogg, thank you for the $10, man. Woo! Woo! He said, good afternoon, Ox. How goes the settling? Oh, you already told him, right? You said you're good. Blue Varo, 5 gifted subs. My gosh, thank you, dude. Thank you for or I should say memberships. It's not subs here. Thank you, Blue Varo. Woo! And then we got CeeLo Cubed, 5 more memberships. Woo! By the way, if you guys get a membership, if you guys get a membership, please thank the person that gives you a membership. It's really nice. It's a really nice gesture to do. We appreciate it. You know, it's like they get a little something for their support, and it's very nice. Yeah. The Car Wash Channel of Northern PA, member, 8 months. He just re-upped his membership. Thank you so much, brother. So, hey, Car Wash, what's your new job? What's your new deal? I mean, if you can say, like what are you up to now? Because I know he had actually he wore a couple of hats. He was doing a couple of different things last time I talked to him. Weren't you driving for like Uber or not Uber, but like one of those Lyft or Uber or something like that? In addition to some other stuff, but he's the guy. If you guys don't know, he has a YouTube channel where he reviews car washes. Super unique content.
Which is so freaking funny.
He pretty much owns,
like funny in the best way possible. Like it's super. Like the niche of it is. I love when people nerd out about like their. Like the autistic thing gets thrown around a lot. I'm whatever. I think maybe that's a little bit much, but like everybody has like their thing, right? Everybody's got their thing that they're like a super nerd about. And I think that's so cool when people are like so enthusiastic about it and they share their knowledge with it and that kind of stuff. It's super. It's really cool. It gives permission to other people to be nerdy about their weird thing or their uncommon thing, you know?
I love it when somebody's so passionate about stuff that they talk about it. And even if you don't know what they're talking about, it's still, you feel like you're a part of something.
Right.
You know, that's a good feeling.
This is the, Crutch Master 5000 fucking thing with the rotatable arms. And look, they got the fucking, they went with the extra armor package or whatever. It's so much fun. It's really cool when people like info dump about their special interest.
Here, I'll link his channel. He's been a massive supporter.
So cool.
Yeah. Check him out. Let's see, what was his last video? Oh, he's been slacking. His last video was 2 months ago, man. The Rogue Wave Ride Dual Sight Shine Tour. Oh, I love these videos. They're great. Xander and I will have to watch these later. Oh, whoa, he's getting like, wait, he's like backstage in this video. He's like backstage reviewing all the stuff behind the scenes. Did you? So he's getting access. How'd you do that? Car Wash, do you know the person who owns the car wash, or did you just like pull the YouTube card and be like, hey man, I review car washes. Would you like to give me full unrestricted access to your facility? That would actually be pretty cool. And by the way, that works more often than you'd think.
Well, again, people love talking about themselves. So like, simply just asking can get you behind the scenes of places. It's really cool.
Do you know a YouTuber? I think his name's Danny Duncan or something like that. Daniel Duncan. He's just one of those guys that does like a bunch of pranks and shit and hangs out with a bunch of people and just takes everything to like extreme levels. But he actually does it pretty good. He's pretty damn good at it. All but right. One of the things he does that cracks me up is he'll just walk into a random place, start videoing, and people walk up to him and say, sorry, you can't video in here. And he looks him just dead ass in the face and says, no, my father owns the business. It's fine. And then he just walks off and keeps recording. And like more often than not, the people just believe him. And they just leave him alone, and he starts recording.
I got permission.
And then they'll come over and be like, "Hey, you're not the son of the owner or whatever of this thing or whatever." And he goes, "No, I'm the son of the grandfather." Like, go, dude, go look it up. Like, it's so funny. He messes with them, and it's like every once in a while they call him out on his bullshit and they get him. But it's just funny, like how deadpan he can deliver it, and it's like so immediate. The second anybody confronts him, he's like, "Oh yeah, no, my dad owns this place." No, my grandpa owns this place. No, I came here. No, we're shooting a documentary. like he'll just come out, he'll pull the most random shit out of his ass. And it's one of those things where it's like, I hate that I like his content.
Yeah.
I hate that I like the content because a lot of the content is like, edgy and piss a lot of people off and is, but it's also kind of like we were talking about like the Blazing Saddles things where it's like racism's normalized or it's like made fun of. He does that a lot. And it offends a lot of people sometimes, but on the other side, people are glad that he's doing it because it's like, we need to stop being so mean to each other. We need to, like drawing attention to it that it's stupid in the first place is like a really good thing.
Yeah, I can dig that.
But some of the pranks and shit he does, I'm like, oh my God. He runs around with the crew. I guess he did a video recently, even with Ricky Berwick in it. Like he does this thing where he goes around, even Mr. Beast, like he's hung out with Mr. Beast and like let him shoot him in the ass with a paintball gun. And all of his videos are like spending 24 hours with some other famous YouTuber. And so like Ricky Berwick was on there the other night and he was like, pouring gasoline on mobility scooters and setting them on fire and running a dude over in a mobility scooter. I was like, dude, this is just hilarious, man. It's like one of those guys where it's like, it'd be fun to hang out with him for about an hour, but you couldn't take any more than an hour. Like any more than an hour, you'd just be like, oh my God, please get me out of here. It's like Vegas accelerated. Lost in Space Thing said, I wish YouTube would unban me so I could post videos again. Can't you just create another account? Why are you banned? Like, why did they ban you?
Who knows, man? Half the time they just do that. For
Car Wash, thank you for the $5, dude. Woo! He said, I'm an assistant general manager for Mod Wash and Drive for DoorDash, and I clean office buildings. And yeah, I knew the owner of that one. Oh, that's cool. See, so there you go. That's the formula. Nobody else is redoing car washes.
Yep.
And you have exclusive access, like behind the scenes, and to get to areas the general public can't. So that gives you like two things. Like if I was going to give anybody advice as a YouTuber, and when I'm talking from like back when I was actually had some fame, not today, but like back in the day when I was getting like 12 million views a month, the trick seems to be the formula. If you want to be, good at YouTube, is find something that's a niche that not a lot of other people can do. Add your personality into it, because nobody else can be your personality, no matter how hard they try. They can't be you. And the other thing is find something where you have a level of access to it that most other people don't. So, like, for instance, when I did Cargasm, I wished I had to continue that. Health reasons is what killed that one, just like the main channel. But Cargasm, I got to drive a super rare Mercedes. I got to drive a Dodge Viper, a 97 Dodge Viper GTS with only 7,000 original miles on it. And the reason you get to do stuff like that, I mean, and there was a whole other lineup of cars I already had in the queue ready to review that would have come out had I not had the problems. And that was the level of access I had because of the people I knew. I did a bunch of stuff with Dirtfish Rally School. A lot of those guys were car collectors, which gave you access to a lot of cars. They would all be willing to loan you a car in exchange for having their car reviewed, so they could share the video with people and be like, oh, that's my car in that video. And so it gave me an edge, right? It's like not everybody can just go out and be a car reviewer, because how are you going to get access to cars? You have to have some level of access. So that gives you some level of exclusivity. So if you want to last on YouTube, you have to pretty much make sure that you always have some kind of niche that gives you access to create something that somebody else couldn't easily replicate.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And if you can do that, you're golden. If as long as health shit doesn't fuck you up, you're golden.
I would say even I think everybody has a unique perspective on anything.
Yeah.
Really, whatever your thing is, if you can.
That is true. That's what I meant by like your personality, unique, right? Your personality can't be replicated.
Unique, like, well, for example, like, look, a bunch of people build PCs and stuff, but like nobody really focuses on small form factor. And in fact, the I've told this story a bunch of times. What really lit the fire for me years ago was I found a case. I wanted to find. I want to buy this Cougar. The Cougar QBX was the case I was really interested in. But and I watched I think it was Hardware Canucks video about it. But they did the classic like kitchen show thing, right? They had the empty case on the table, and they did had good B-roll swooping around a bit, and they basically read off the tech specs sheet from the company, and then they reached under the counter and boom, they have like a full build, right? No mention of like the process of building in this machine, just a few little tidbits about like, oh, it's small, and so you got to be careful, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. But like when I was, and it's cheap, or it was. I don't think they make it anymore. But I bought the thing. It was like $60 case. Really, actually pretty good. Really pretty cool ITX case. I liked it a lot. But there was a few things that could have been mentioned for somebody who, like, I have experience building in small form factor PCs. That's like my thing. Even before really starting to get into it, like I liked doing that a lot when I was building for Puget and stuff. But man, dude, there was a few things where like I like took like the whole fucking case apart to try and get this one thing, and I was like, oh, by the time I had it like all in pieces, I was like, oh, I could have, this thing actually pops off instead of unscrewing or something like that. And there was something funny about like the PSU cage or something that I was like, well, that's kind of irritating. And it really made me like, man, that's why I started building in these small form factor cases, to kind of like, hey, this is my first experience with this case. I have a lot of experience with small cases in general, but like, this is like for you, you should, if you're going to dive into this, you should know that like, you should have this facing this way, because it's going to make it a lot easier to get this thing in here. Or like, we should try to, and that kind of stuff. Just a little more in depth, the actual, like a build log almost, that kind of stuff. So again, that just kind of comes back around to like unique perspective. If anybody can have a unique perspective on things, even if there is a bunch of other people talking about the same stuff.
I agree.
Same topic.
I agree. I think everybody has, and the thing is, even if you're awkward, there's a lot of people that enjoy awkward. Like, oh yeah, seriously, like people are like, oh man, I'm really awkward on camera. Some people really like that. Just be yourself, right? Like attract the audience. The worst thing you can do, in my opinion, is create a character where people want you to be that character all the time and they identify you only as that character. Because then you have to kind of like maintain that forever. It's like if you're just yourself and you just let all your flaws shine, people that like that will resonate with you, and then you'll never have to change, or you'll never have people being like, oh man, you're not like you used to be.
That's not necessarily a bad thing though either. If you can, it has to be sort of a natural, like, Jerry, you know me enough. This is about as close to being 100% me that any rando is gonna get, really. Because like we all wear masks, okay? We all, whether you're at work, whether you're with your friends, when you're all alone with your wife, your whatever, we all wear masks. Which isn't like a fake thing, right? I'm not trying to say like, oh, everybody's fake and just putting up a front. No, you learn that you can only expose certain facets of your personality to certain people. Like, and I don't necessarily see that as a bad thing. That's, it's just how you get through a friction-y, what's the right word? There's social friction, and you need to lubricate those interactions. And so you have to, like, I didn't cuss in front of my grandma, right? But if it was just me and my brother drinking beers with a bunch of yahoos, I'm going to cuss up a storm. Like she's not getting a fake version of me. She's getting the version of me that fits with the context of the audience. Right? I can't tell certain jokes. I can't say certain things at work. I can't say and do certain things in front of certain people. And again, it's not because I'm trying to be fake. It's just you can't be. There's like a difference between honesty and full disclosure, right?
Yep.
And so you can still be honest without necessarily exposing 100% of everything, because that's weird. People, man, if everybody was 100% like, I guess, authentic, or whatever, or unfiltered, it would be chaos. It'd be chaos.
If we could see into each other's minds, like none of us would want anything to do with each other.
And that's not fair either, right? Like, could you imagine? There's intrusive thoughts and stuff. Like, that's not fair. You don't always control what happens inside your brain. That's not fair.
You know how many times I've fantasized about like a BMW that cut me off, like flipping off in the woods, catching fire, and exploding? But if that really happened in reality, I'd slam on the brakes, call 911, and run.
Somebody was asking about my shirt.
Well, let's see. What does it say?
This is beer and hot dogs.
Awesome, dude.
It's from a local spot.
Hey, old Pele's in here. Pele.
Now became 12900K.
I'm giving them all the buttons.
Now it became a 12900K for my living room PC, mostly because it's easier to keep cool. Smart, yeah, compared to 13 or 14. I have a 3080 Ti that will also sit in it. So you're asking like what chassis?
Yeah,
man. Well, I suppose it's going to depend on like your like home theater setup, but
Oh, by the way, that chassis you built my computer in, the power button pushed into the chassis and it's now stuck into the chassis and I can't turn it on or off. The little pancake one.
The VCR looking one?
Yeah, the VCR looking one.
Well, that's weird.
How do I get at that button? Do I have to pull all the guts out of the case? Because it doesn't look like you can pull the back off of it. Yeah, use your, walk through it, VR.
If I remember right, it's set a little bit aside from where the motherboard is.
Yep, it's up in the corner.
There's like a plastic sort of thing that the wires and the buttons are actually mounted to. It probably just like the whole thing that the button and everything is attached to probably just came up, because there's just these little arm clips that hold that hold a plate basically. And ideally, I mean, it absolutely was.
I was so sad, dude. I was so sad. I tried to push it in. I pushed my finger on it because it's flush with the case, and then it goes click, and then my finger cut on the tip, and I'm like, what happened?
The little clippy arms probably broke. I mean, it's like fucking 10 years old, man.
Yeah, I tried to open it. I tried to open up and fix it, but I couldn't figure out how to get to it. It looked like everything was stacked on top of it. Like there's a hard drive cage in there that looks like I have to remove it to get to it. And
probably.
So I'm gonna have to put that on a bench.
But yeah, you can probably just get it back in place and super glue it or something. Or I'd use something like a bit of a heavy duty like epoxy.
You know what I was thinking about doing? Because it's just a momentary switch, right? So I was like, what I want to do is get like an automotive car button, like one of the old like switches that I have out in my garage. Drill a little hole in the case and run it through and have it on there, and then have like an actual big physical switch on it.
Sure.
You know, I was like, why not? Right? It's an old computer build. Might as well spice it up.
You can get those little like military style. You know, it's got like a cover and then just a rocker switch.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That would be totally awesome.
Any button. It's just 2 wires. You're just jumping the 2 pins together. You can use any kind of switch. You can probably make one out of just a paper clip and some ingenuity.
Oh my god, dude! Did you hear that weird noise? It was this. I was like, I kept hearing this in the background. I was like, what the shit? Because I got the open back headphones now. This little baby Yoda's over here just having a scene.
That's funny.
Look at him. He's just, dude, he's living his best life. Here, you wake up. There he is.
I would go with something like the Fractal Mood.
I like fractal cases.
Fractal Ridge. Yeah, I would do one of those too.
I've been seeing some cool 3D printed cases on YouTube, by the way.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to go that way.
I'd love to see you try to 3D print a case, or at least like do a hybrid, like acrylic with like metal standoffs, and then 3D prints for like holding all the geometry and like holding the cards in and stuff. I think that would be really super cool. Super cool. Does a 12900K really run that much cooler than like a 13900 or a 14900?
Probably.
Wow. So because I think I have what did Wendell send me? I'll have to look. He sent me a slightly lesser chip than the 13900K I have right now. Mm-hmm. And I think it's is there a 13700?
13700.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. He said it had like a few less cores or something like that.
Yeah. It's there's i3, i5, i7, i9.
Yeah. So I hit the not enough memory bug. I have to hit refresh again. Damn it. YouTube, fix your stuff. Everybody's hitting this, by the way, too. I thought they made me feel like it was only happening to me. No, it's happening to everybody. Oh, hey, Pod Lassie, thank you for the 10 PLNs. Woo!
Oh, right on. Thanks again.
To you from Poland. Yeah. From the Poland people. Gaming Matty Rock said I have a Vetro case. It's not well used by the people. What is Vetru case? I don't think I've ever heard of that brand.
Where is this? I missed this. Here, Matty Rocks.
Vetru affordable hardware. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, that's a badass looking case.
Oh, sure, they got bunches of different ones.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I've never heard of this brand, but I've definitely seen this case before. I know I've seen that case, or at least somebody who's.
I like that they're in wild colors. Like there's like a whole pink one. Like the whole thing is pink. The dust covers, the frame, the motherboard tray, the whole kit. The whole thing is powder coated pink. That's really cool.
So, Gaming Matty Rock asked earlier how my new medication's doing. My new medication isn't doing because my doctor fucked up and almost killed me.
What the fuck, man?
Yep. So we go to get the prescription filled. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but I on Discord I told everybody that they were supposed to fill it that day. They put a stop on it and said that they need to talk to my doctor first. I've never had a medication before where the doctor prescribes it and the pharmacy's like, no, we're not going to give it to you. We have to talk to your doctor first. I'm like, okay, what's all this shit about?
Well, that makes sense. Like,
sure.
The pharmacist knows more about all the shit that you're taking. And so if there's some weird, like, there might be some weird, interaction stuff.
Fair enough. So, and that's exactly what it was. So I talked to my pain doctor and I said, listen, I am allergic to NSAIDs, all of them. Every drug in the class, aspirin, naproxen, ibuprofen, all of them. I can't take them. They put me in anaphylaxis. So he prescribed me this thing called Celebrix, and he's like, "Oh, it's not an NSAID. It's a something blah 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 inhibitor, like some not MAO. What is it? Anyway, some kind of inhibitor." He's like, "Oh no, it's different. It's different. And it is to a degree. It is slightly different, but it is in the NSAID category." He told me it wasn't. So the pharmacy caught that because I have my allergies in the system, and they called the doctor and they're like, "Dude, if he had taken this, there's a good chance he would have gone into anaphylactic shock." And we told the pharmacy when we called because we went back and forth over a couple days. They're like, do you have any EpiPens? I'm like, yeah, but I checked the expiration. They're all super expired and kind of cloudy, so they're going to be very ineffective. And I'm like, fuck, so I don't have good EpiPens. New EpiPens are like $700 right now because it's just ridiculous prices. And so we're like, well, we can't risk it. And then option 3, I can go get a test that will be able to tell if I'm allergic to it or not without me ingesting it by doing some test at the hospital. But you know how much that test costs? Over $1,000 out of pocket, and insurance won't cover it. So so my options are I don't get to take that drug that was supposed to be the big miracle thing that was supposed to help with my pain so that I could finally start recovering. So now my doctor is like, oh, my bad, sorry. Now he's doing his research and trying to find another drug that is not a steroid that can help with inflammation, that is not a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory, which is funny because by definition, anti-inflammatories that are non-steroidal are NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. So yeah, he's on a fool's errand right now to find a medication that apparently doesn't exist, and I'm just gonna have to suffer. So yeah, I haven't been too happy about that. But that's seriously, that's the kind of luck I've been dealt, guys. Seriously. The Wolf's Den, thank you for the 690. Super appreciate it. Hey, Car Wash, thank you for the $5. Said, don't be a stranger on B-Sky. I messaged you to keep you posted and check on you. Again, I appreciate all that you have done. Much love to you both. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, sorry I haven't been on Blue Sky that much. Honestly, I haven't been on much of anything a lot lately. I've even like really backed off of X, which is actually a good thing.
Yeah, man.
I've been just pretty much laid up and just watching freaking YouTube in misery most days, sadly. And the stress has just been fucking crazy. But I had to get my license renewed, and they wouldn't do it online, so I had to go in person. So my back was like absolutely on fire. I had to drive to the freaking DMV, go in there and stand for 10 minutes. Luckily, they got me in quick. They managed to pull some strings and get me through quickly. I had to do a new eye test and a bunch of other stuff, and then they finally gave me my new license. It should be here in a couple of weeks. I got a temporary one in my wallet right now. But I was like, man, that sucks. That sucks, man, when you're like hurting really fucking bad, and it's like you have to get to a place like... It was like within 12 hours of finding out I need to review my license, I found out there was only one appointment in the next month at like the 5 DMVs that are in the area. They're all booked. Like you go to the website and you say, set your date and your time. There's one date and time. That was it. And I grabbed it before it disappeared. It was a cancellation somebody had. I don't know if they're just understaffing the shit out of these places. Cause realistically, there was like 20 lines at the DMV I went to and only 2 of them were open.
Oh, man.
So they're like severely understaffed. I don't know if that's like a federal thing or what the deal is. Cause I think that's state level, right?
Probably. I would think so.
Yeah, but I was like, God dang, man. Like, but at least I got that done. I managed to squeak in and get that because I'll get my license here in 2 weeks. I turn 46, I think. Okay, 46. God damn, on the 30th. Jesus, my God. Yeah, Corey, sadly, keto diet fucked me up bad, and I can't ever go on it again. So, yeah, it caused a uric acid deal that fucked up all my joints. But yeah, it can't help with inflammation. Sadly for me, it actually ended up doing way more damage. Hey, what's up, Dark Tigger? Long time no see, buddy. Go. That's my old pal from Microsoft. You know Dark Tigger, right?
Yeah, from the 501st.
Of course you do. Of course you know him. Andy Mobile said super chat counter under Aux is not working. Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
This is so stupid with Stream Elements. Like, I need to find an alternative. Like, seriously. And by the way, I have access. Thank you to an amazing subscriber to the channel. I have access to API for multiple different AIs now in the cloud. So, and I already wrote the script to interface with it and everything and have been playing with it. So pretty soon we'll be able to tie that into a local bot running on my computer and get it back in the stream. And you guys will be able to use a combination of AI to control the smoke machine and the lights and all the frills and gimmicks when I can get those up and going again. I'm just going to slowly add them back. Let's see. I'm going to tell the bot to get the hell out. So here, bot, leave the channel. Okay, it says the bot is currently not in the channel. I'm going to leave him out for a little while because I made him leave and come back twice and it didn't fix it. So I'm going to let him stay out for a little bit. Okay, bot's out of the channel, and the bot's joined. All right, we'll see if now maybe it'll start showing stuff when people do super chats. We do see them, though. Even though it doesn't do anything on the screen or pop up anything, we do see them. Dwellstan, thank you for the 690, brother. Woo! He said, send in love. Love to see you alive and kicking, even if the doc tries otherwise. Keep rocking the truth on tech. Oh, man, I appreciate it. That's right. You know, hey, fucking life sometimes kicks you in the nuts. You just get back up. We all have our shit, right? Whether it be pain, emotional, physical. Me, personally, I'd take physical pain over emotional pain any day. Like, seriously.
Oh, like,
there's times where the physical pain really gets to me, and it's to the point where it's like, you know, I feel like I can't take it anymore. But the mental pain, there's no position you can get in to make it any better. There's no way to suppress it. Like, it just beats on you and beats on you. And so, yeah, given the chance, I would always take the emotional pain and just turn it into physical if I had the option. Ian said, do you need medical exam for renewing there? Here in Europe, you need an examination from your family doctor that you are fit to drive. Not here in the United States. Okay, you know what you need here in the United States? You pass one test when you turn 16, basically. So check this out. I'm not even joking. And this may be different state to state. I don't know, but here in Washington State, when you turn 16 years old, you have to take a test that a 3-year-old could pass. A super common sense test. Dude, for me, I don't know if I'm bragging here, but it's like I got 100%, like, boom, first time I tried it.
It's a lot tougher than maybe. I mean, you're a few years ahead of me, so maybe just a little change. And again, state by state, maybe.
To be fair, I did a lot of driving before I got my license too, so it's like I already kind of knew the laws.
Yeah, so to do it at 16, you do have to pass a driving like school. You have to do that first. You can't just do it at 16.
Right. Yep.
Otherwise, you have to wait till 18, which is what I did.
Oh, I forgot. I did go to driving school. You're absolutely right. I did. I had to get it at 16.
And it used to be built into school, like your fucking public school. You could take a class. You pay $50 or something for the fees, and you'd have like a 7th period or something. They could be technically after the normal like schedule. Bro, they took that away literally the year that I was going to like take it. I think it was like my sophomore year. Whatever. So I'm not about to pay at this time like $350+ to go to like a third party school to drive. Like fuck that. I had buddies who could drive and stuff. So I waited till I was 18. I almost failed the written. I think it was if I had missed one more question, or maybe 2, because like I don't know if it's like you could still pass missing. I think it's like 5. I think you can miss 5 questions and still pass. So I think I was like at 4 out of 5 or so, and so whatever, almost passed. And it's like stupid shit. Like how, because it's different. It's like 500 feet behind an ambulance or 300 feet behind a fire truck.
And they change the questions like every time you take it. So like you come back and if you memorize them, it does you no good.
Yeah. So the written was a little tough, and it was more because of that minute.